Good night, thanks again for tuning into yet another video. Infamous coming at you live from the West Coast, San Jose, California. So let's take a look at my Lowrider S. I just finished installing the stage 2. You guys can see the pushrod covers are now blacked, no longer chrome, meaning stock. So did I break my bike? I don't know. I mean, it runs really rough. It runs rough. I have a check engine light now turned on, and you guys can see that I was leaking oil from the pushrod covers. So, you know, adjusted it. I used some assembly lube on the pushrod tubes, put that in there. I don't know if it's fixed now, but you can see there's a little bit of smoke coming from the exhaust, and I'm guessing that's probably from dripping from the covers down. I thought they were fully seated. I don't know. I'm gonna keep riding, and then I'm gonna clean them up and see what's going on. So I have a DynoJet Power Vision tune on this thing, and the check engine light was on. Like I said, I turned on. I've been riding it for about 20 miles. No, I rode it for 30 miles last night, and then I'm riding it again today. And I pulled the spark plugs out, and they're charred. They're completely black. There's, you know, they're charred. They're just black. So I know it's super rich. The tune is really rich. I don't know if I should take it in to get a dyno tuned, or if the auto tune's gonna, you know, fix itself. I really don't think it's going to, because there's like parameters of where the tune wants to be, and it's pretty much the auto tune is setting up for whatever the map is. I don't think it's gonna fix itself. So I believe I might have to, you know, take it in. So it's been running rough. It sounds rough. You know, it's just one of those things where you have to get it dyno tuned. All right. Yeah, I think that's what's gonna, well, you know, what it's gonna come down to. It's me taking it to get it dyno tuned and fine tuned and maybe fixed for real. So last night I started it, sounded rough. I believe it's improving, but it's lacking power. It's lacking that 475 sound. And as far as, you know, me breaking it, I'm probably just doing that for clickbait. But last night, I don't know, I kind of thought that, you know, I thought that myself. So this morning I took off the pushrod covers to check you know, the pushrods, to see if they were fully seated, if they were, you know, correctly installed. And you know, they're right on the mark. I tested them out, and I guess when I, you know, removed the pushrod covers and then I put them back on this morning, I didn't fully seat them, so it's been leaking oil like crazy. But I believe I fixed that now. So as far as the check engine light, I have the Power Vision. You guys can see I have the Power Vision. I looked at the codes, and it just said that the front cylinder and the rear cylinder are super rich. I mean, that's what it is. So I verified that this morning when I pulled the spark plugs off, so I could check the push rods, the quickie push rods, and I verified that myself when I saw the spark plugs were charred. So I think right now it's just a matter of getting it tuned, and I believe that's what's going to get it to run right. That's what I believe. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I did something else that, you know, during the installation. I put the cam chest, I did the pump. It sounded like it went into that O-ring that you're supposed to make sure it goes into. Maybe that's why it feels ruggish and it sounds like crap. I really don't know. So I'm not a, you know, mechanic or anything like that at all. I just know how to follow instructions, and I've been, you know, doing my homework, stuff like that. So let's go ahead and turn it on. You guys can hear what it sounds. I still have the heat shields. I haven't installed them because I'm still trying to figure out if I have to take it off or if I don't, or maybe I just got to get it dyno tuned, or maybe I could probably reach out to Fuel Moto, pay the $100 and get a tune specifically for this setup. So this is a setup from Power Vision. This is their tune. As far as, you know, the mods and what I messaged them and contacted them about, I told them I have a high air breather.
You want to get high?
A high flow air breather, and I have a 2-in-1. I really believe they're all pretty much the same. the air breather and the exhaust, as long as it's a 2-in-1, it's pretty much, you know, close to being the same. I really don't know. But let's go ahead and turn it on. You guys can see what she sounds like. It doesn't sound like a 475. You know, that's why I was so worried about the push rods. That's why I checked them this morning. But everything looks fine. You guys can let me know if this is the way it's supposed to sound. I think it's on. I believe with the auto tune it's starting to improve, but you guys can hear what she sounds like. Just dripping from this part right here. It was just dripping oil, so that's why I had to go back and, you know, fix that. But it is noticeably louder than the OEM cam. Noticeably louder. Like I said, I think it sounds a little bit better. It sounds like the 475 now, but when I turned this thing on last night, it sounded horrendous. And it still rides like crap. It still rides very, very badly. It's not good the way the cam has been performing. So I mean, I think everything's well installed. I believe it's just the tune, Dynojet's tune. So you guys can see my check engine light is on. If we go into where do we go? We go into check the code that says right there, engine running rich, front and rear jug. They're both running rich. Like I said, I already verified that. It's the tune. Is it gonna fix itself? I really don't know. Oh, and the spark plugs are brand new. I just changed those spark plugs. Those spark plugs have, I'd say they have somewhere about 50 miles on them. So before I did the cam, I checked the spark plugs, they were fine. They were like a little bit white. Now 20 miles on this new cam and this new tune, the spark plugs are charred, they're black. So I'll probably have to get it dyno tuned. But you guys can hear it. It's running, there's no abnormal sound. It just runs and sounds like crap, in my opinion. I don't know. I'm not sure if the auto tune's going to fix the exhaust to where I thought it was going to sound like, or maybe I just got to dish out the 500, 600 bucks to get it fine-tuned. So there you have it. That's my attempt of installing a stage 2 on my Lowrider S. I'm just gonna keep on riding it, and this, you know, depending on what happens with the tune, I'll probably just have to get it tuned, dyno tuned. So you guys let me know in the comments after listening to it. What do you guys think? Maybe you guys have a little bit of an idea of what's wrong with this thing. Yeah, just, I don't know, I think last night I was just a little bit frustrated, you know, spending 6-7 hours on this thing. And yeah, I think you just expect things to go perfectly. I think that's what it is. So just a little bit disheartening, you know, listening to it last night. I think right now it sounds a little bit better, but I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'll probably just have to dish out the cash. So you guys stay out there, stay safe. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching my screw ups. Maybe I messed up somewhere in the install. Maybe it was my fault. I don't know. Or maybe I just gotta pay somebody to just, you know, get it done proper. But it's gonna cost me an arm and a leg, and then of course still to get it tuned. It's, you know, it's a lot of money. A lot of money and what I've already spent on the bike. Yeah. Nice to risk. Get out there and ride. Later.